With the new legendary crafting system update coming out and allowing us to scrap legendary gear for a chance to unlock these new legendary mod boxes, along with the plans for these new legendary mod boxes, here are the 10 legendary effect plans you want to grind for your power armor needs. So this video is for all of you tanks out there. Like I said, this video isn't for armor and it's not for weapons. Those are two separate other videos. This one is specifically for all of the effects that you want to grind for your power armor. Yes, it's going to slightly differ from the armor video, so make sure you stay around for the whole list. And starting off this list at beautiful number 10 is a fan favorite, and it is the Powered Legendary Effect. If you don't know, the Powered Legendary Effect is designed for all of you VATS players out there. It provides a plus 5% action point regeneration, and yes, it does stack with every piece of armor, so you could throw it on your legs, you could throw it on your torso, and you could throw it on your fucking arms, and just have a completely stacked, awesome little VATS build for power armor. Now, I know a lot of power armor players don't necessarily use VATS all that much, so that's why this is at number 10 and not a lot higher like it was on the armor video, but it is still extremely, extremely useful. So, Powered Legendary Effect out there for all of you VATS players. And in order to craft this amazing legendary effect, the Powered Legendary Effect, all you're going to need is 10 canned coffee. So if you don't have a coffee machine, go ahead and buy one from the Atomic Shop, or find someone that has one and have them place it in your camp, or just get 10 canned coffee off of your friend or vendor whenever you need one. So yeah, that's literally all it takes, is just 10 canned coffee, a super common food item, and then you have one of the best legendary effects in the game, essential for any tank VATS build. If you are one of those unique players out there, this perk is a must-have. And beating out the number 10 spot, coming in at the number 9 spot, is I think, fan favorite and probably one of the must-haves of Fallout 76, and that is the Hardy Legendary Effect. If you don't know, the Hardy Legendary Effect reduces explosion damage by 7%. This is particularly helpful during those high-stake encounters like the Atlantic City expeditions. If you know, you know. Those fucking overgrown with the rocket launchers are extremely annoying, and they can completely destroy your health. So the extra explosive damage that you have is really nice. It's a great survivability perk, and I highly suggest it for all of you tank players out there. If you want to be a little bit more tanky, this is the perfect effect for you, and it cuts down on just one more legendary or one more perk slot that you have and everything like that. So it's a win-win if you're able to get this super early. And all you need to craft the Hardy Legendary Effect is one explosive bobblehead. I will be coming out with a bobblehead location video, so stay posted for that, but it's definitely coming out. Hardy Legendary Effect reduces explosive damage by 7%. Yes, it stacks, and all you need is one explosive bobblehead to craft. It is a win-win. Keep an eye out for all of those hardy pieces of gear out there to scrap, so you don't want to miss it. Definitely coming in at number 9, great legendary effect. And moving on to number 8, we have another fan favorite and another top pick for survivability, and that is the Fireproof legendary effect. If you don't know, the Fireproof legendary effect grants 25 fire resistance, saving a perk slot and protecting you from those fiery enemies. Again, if you know the Atlantic City expeditions, then you know those showman flamers, or whatever the fuck they're called, the guys with the flamethrowers in Atlantic Cities, are run killers, and they are terrible. They will fuck you up every single time because the flamer is ridiculously overpowered, as you all should know. So a little bit extra fire protection isn't gonna hurt you, it's only gonna save you. So like I said, 25 fire resistance, it stacks with every single one that you have. It's great, and all you need to craft this is just 10 flamer pus sacks, just like the Fireproof for the normal armor, so you can collect it with just a few server hops. It is a great perk to have, or legendary mod to have, excuse me, and I highly suggest that you try and get it as fast as possible. I personally have it on basically every single set of power armor that I have, because Fire sucks, especially when you're going up against Earl or you're doing the Atlantic City expeditions. If you know this legendary effect is a game changer. And jumping down to a lucky number 7, we have a tie between two weight reduction effects, and that is the legendary effect Through Hiker and the legendary effect Belted. If you don't know, the Through Hiker legendary effect reduces food item weight, while the Belted legendary effect reduces ammo weight. Both are excellent for saving those perk slots, like I keep talking about, and for saving a backpack effect. So if you don't know, you could have a backpack that reduces your ammo, or you could have a backpack that reduces your food weight, and this basically just completely gets rid of that. If you have a full set with Through Hikers or a full set with Belted, it'll really take care of your ammo, your weight, or your food problems, I promise. And top it all off, they're super easy to craft. For the Through Hiker legendary effect, it is crafted with 10 purified water, and with the Belted legendary effect, all it requires is 25 lead, both extremely easily attainable. Purified water, you should just have at your camp, and 25 lead, you should have. So, while it's not the most important legendary effect in the entire game, it is extremely helpful and always great to have a excavator set with the Belted legendary effect, or a Union power armor set with the Belted or Through Hikers. Just if you want to have a fucking set that you just throw on when you're running through and scavenging, or just completing events, or doing eviction notice, or you're just overweight, it is great to have and great to pull out in a pinch so you don't have to constantly manage your inventory. So that's number 7, a two-way tie between two weight reduction. You could also throw the guns way 20, what is that, a rifleman or whatever the fuck it's called. You could also throw that one on here for a three-way tie, but it's, my opinion, just not as useful because everyone uses different types of weapons. Beating out number 7 and claiming that 6th spot is the Sentinel's legendary effect, ideal for those who want to be a completely unmovable, unkillable tank. If you don't know, the Sentinel's legendary effect provides a 75% chance to reduce damage by 15% while standing still, and yes, of course, it fucking stacks, so the more you have, the higher damage reduction you're going to have. So it's really, really, really nice. Like I said, it's kind of a gimmick legendary effect. Like you have to stand still to actually get the effect, and it's not a 100% chance. It's only 75% chance. So I understand why people may not think that it is the best legendary effect in the game. However, if you have a full set with this on, and if you stand still and you just spray and pray, or you have a vampires in your hand or anything like that, you will never fucking die. I can promise you that, especially if you have a nice Sentinels T65 set of power armor that you are rocking. And in order to craft this legendary effect, you're going to need the Scaly Skin Serum, which is a bit pricey, but again, worth it if you want to become a unkillable tank. I always just have one set of power armor that has the full Sentinels effect on it, just because it's super fun to just stand still and completely tank all of the queen shots, or completely tank any raid boss's shot. Really, it's really funny to see. So I highly suggest you look out for it and you try and grind for it if you can. But like I said, the Scaly Skin Serum, all the serums are a little bit expensive if you are not a veteran player. So I suggest you either just server hop, or just server hop for player vendors, or just try and get lucky and trade with someone for one. A lot of people in the community are pretty nice, and if you just hit up a bunch of people, someone may say yes and offer you a pretty decent trade. So Sentinel's claiming that 6th spot. Coming in at number 5, we have a tie among the 7 special boost legendary effects in the game. If you don't know, the special boost legendary effects just add a +3 to their corresponding special skill. So if you have a strength, or excuse me, if you have a piece of armor that is boosted with the strength legendary effect, then guess what? You get +3 strength, and yes, they do stack. So if you have a full set of power armor with the +3 strength legendary effect on it, then every single piece of armor is going to grant you a +3 in strength, adding a shit ton of fucking weight to whatever you throw on it. So like I said, if you have a couple of those weight reduction perks from earlier, and if you have a full set of power armor that has all strength boost on it, you're going to be able to carry a lot more weight, which can save you in some sticky situations from having to do some inventory management, which everyone knows is the worst part of this fucking game. Just a side note, the intelligence effect isn't in the game yet due to a bug, but every other effect is. And of course, to craft them, it is a little bit tricky. All you have to do is get their corresponding bobblehead. So keep your eyes peeled for those. They are becoming much more rare because people are just grinding them out in order to craft these legendary effects. So if you want to get the strength legendary effect and you have the plan, all you're going to need to craft it is a strength bobblehead. So it's kind of cheap, but going to be really annoying to get all of those bobbleheads once everyone actually unlocks all these effects. So try to get it before the main populace of the game does. So, seven-way tie between all of these special boosts coming in at number 5. Coming in hot at number 4 is a kind of controversial pick, but with the new nuke event Neurological Warfare being added to the game, it is a mainstay in my opinion, and that is the Troubleshooters legendary effect. If you don't know the Troubleshooters legendary effect, it reduces damage from robots by 15%, making it invaluable for certain boss fights, specifically the Neurological Warfare event, because you go up against 3 giant robots that do a lot of damage, so you're able to take 15% less damage from him. And yes, it does stack. So if you have a full set of Troubleshooter's armor on, you'll basically take no damage from those motherfucking robots. It is really nice to have. If you are a veteran, you probably already have a Troubleshooter set of armor because of this boss fight. So there you go. It's great. I love it. It basically turns you invincible during that one specific fight. And if you've been playing Fallout 6 lately, Fallout 76 lately, you'll notice that a lot of people are running that event because it gives you 3 guaranteed legendaries and it can be completed in under fucking 3 minutes. It's a very, very, very easy nuke event, and it gives you 3 guaranteed legendaries. Well, pretty much 4 because you get 1 for completing the event. But back to the armor. For the Troubleshooter's legendary effect, all you need to craft it is just 10 circuits, an easy junk item. So you should be able to craft a full set of Troubleshooter's armor once you get your hands on the plan. So good luck getting it because the drop rates for all of these plans are fucking abysmal. Now, moving on. Ladies and gentlemen of the Wasteland, if you made it this far, congratulations, because we are getting down to the Olympic medalist of the Power Armor Legendary Effects. Yes, that's right. Starting off that list with number 3, taking the bronze medal, is the Overeaters Legendary Effect. If you don't know what the Legendary Overeaters effect is, it basically just boosts damage reduction by up to 6% as your hunger and thirst meters fill. So it's another amazing survivability legendary effect, which is a great asset for the upcoming vault raids because you're going to be in there for a while taking a shit ton of damage. So if you have a bunch of food on you, or if you run a food build, this is the perfect legendary effect for you, and you're going to want it on your armor. And by the way, that 6% does stack. So again, if you have a full set of this, you will be taking even less damage than that 6%. Now, in order to craft the legendary effect Overeaters, it just requires 1 perfect bubblegum, which you could get from vendors or you could get from the free item of the day. I think like once a week or something like that. Once every 7 days, they'll give you a free one. So if you want to be patient, you can, but if not, they're really easy to get. I think I have over 100 pieces of perfect bubblegum or fucking like close to it or something like that. And I've never used them before because bubblegum is useless besides now. So you're going to want to get your hands on this effect, especially if you are a full health build. This one definitely will help you a lot, I promise you. Full health build and you have a food build, this is the effect that you're going to want to use. I promise you, whether you're a carnivore or a herbivore, it does not matter. This effect will be able to help you out greatly and make you survive a little bit longer. Coming in at number 2 and snagging that beautiful silver medal is the legendary effect Vanguard. If you don't know, the legendary Vanguard's effect offers up to 35 energy resistance and damage resistance based on your health, making it essential for all you full health builds out there. This is a must-have. I know I said that the Overeaters was a must-have, and it is between these two. Half of the full health build community loves the Overeaters perk, and then the other half loves the Vanguards perk. In my opinion, the reason why the Vanguards perk is a little, or legendary effect is a little bit higher, is because in my opinion, it's fucking better. On my full health builds, this is what I use. I have a full Vanguard set, and I tend to use that more often than not. It is my main full health armor, and I suggest it be yours also. It is essential for survivability for all you full health builds out there. Now, I know you may be thinking, dude, You already have full health. What's the fucking point? How much more survivability do you need? And trust me, just because you have full health does not mean you're invincible. You need some good legendary effects on your armor, and Vanguard is the one. I highly recommend having at least one T65 set with this effect to enhance your survivability. I promise during the vault raids, or if you're new to Fallout 76 and if you're just getting into the endgame content, if you have a full Vanguard set of power armor with a full health build, you basically will never die. Sure, your DPS will be a little bit lower, but that's what all those bloody builds are for. You don't have to be doing the most DPS in the entire lobby. You just have to be alive to pick up all that loot. And in order to craft the best full health legendary effect in the game, you'll just need 5 blood packs. So extremely easy. You can get the blood packs from one fucking server, and you should be able to craft an entire set. Now, moving on to number 1. And moving on to number 1, we shall. Claiming the gold medal, you guys should already know what it is if you know what type of build I run, and that is the Bolstering legendary effect. Now, if you don't know what the Bolstering legendary effect does, it's very similar to Vanguard, and basically this effect just offers up to 35 energy resistance and damage resistance the lower your health. So if you are a bloody build, this is the unyielding for power armor. They took away unyielding for power armor because it's a little bit too overpowered, so I understand it. Bolstering, however, is the next best thing that you could throw on your power armor. It basically turns you into a fucking DPS tank. If you have a full set of Union or T65 bolstering power armor in a bloodied build, you will still be able to fucking survive. Like I said, this is perfect for those using the Bloodies build. It's no surprise that 99% of bloodied players equip this effect, transforming any power armor into unstoppable tank. Like I said, if you want to go and run around in excavator armor and endgame content, you can if you have a full set of bolstering. It's fucking really, really, really easy. And the best part, it's super easy to craft, just like every other fucking legendary effect in this game. In order to craft the best legendary power armor effect in the game, you'll just need 5 medics. So if you stockpile up on chems like I do, you'll be able to craft it once you unlock the plan. If not, just go to some vendors and fucking buy all the medics you possibly can and stock up for when you get this beast of a legendary effect. I am a bloodied player. This is for bloodied players. This is my go-to power armor legendary effect perks. I always leave the bolstering on, and I always rock a set of Union power armor for the weight boost with bolstering and a few other of these effects on there, depending what we are doing that day. And there you motherfuckers have it, my top 10 legendary effects for all your power armor needs in Fallout 76. I tried to give a little bit of variety for all of the different builds out there. You have your VATS perks, you have your VATS legendary effects, you have your bloodied legendary effects, you even have your full health legendary effects for all you weirdos out there that like torturing yourselves. And we still have one more of these lists to conquer. We've still got the melee weapons to conquer, so stay tuned for that. Let me know which effects you're grinding for, or if you've already snagged the bolstering legendary effect crafting plan. If not, good luck. The drop rates are fucking terrible. And as always, I just want to thank you motherfuckers for watching this motherfucking video. Until next time, stay safe in the motherfucking wasteland, and I appreciate you guys as always. Good hunting and stay safe.